principles of justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion, or how we like to call it, JEDI, is important for PA education because of health, right? For health equity. PA educators, I would dare say any medical educator, must identify ways that justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion are impeded. And I think there are more than a number of examples that we can look at, we can relate to, that challenge how we've always done things. And for me, if we are being inclusive, if we are promoting equity, those principles and wellness go together. Because if you have students, if you have faculty, if you have staff that are part of marginalized groups that are ignored, that are made to be invisible, that are not honored and respected, how on earth do we expect them to be well? That is an identity that, speaking as a Black woman, I can't subtract my Blackness. I can't subtract my womanness from my experience as a PA educator or as a clinically practicing PA. We talk about these principles of wellness, but unless we really are intent on focusing on the barriers to our wellness, are we being effective? There are principles of wellness that are built into our standards now, but we can't see those in isolation. Those do overlap, and so you can't expect someone to be well when their identities aren't seen. And so I think as programs are building into ways we can incorporate wellness for our students, if you have students that observe Ramadan, have a space for them. Make sure that they have space to pray. For students that are of a Jewish faith, make it very explicit and clear that you're being mindful of the high holidays and not scheduling major exams or allowing them ways where they can take that time off and they're not penalized for it, because not all of us have the same experience. But I can learn from you because of the experiences and the identities that you have that does not affect me, right? But I can learn from you, because guess what? I'm gonna have a patient that is a trans woman. I've cared for many. It is not my experience, but I have learned so much from those patients that I was then able to take that and advocate and help my students have a greater understanding. Because again, not acknowledging those things impedes care. It impedes productivity as faculty, as staff. It impedes learning for our students when they can't be themselves and when they're not seen.